Okay, so I wanted to discuss some of the pitfalls that you want to acknowledge or be aware of as you start your journey to better nutritional health. Now, from the beginning, many times there are motivators that we have, primary ones, things that maybe we haven't acknowledged. And when we're not sure about why we're going to begin in an activity or changing a habit, then it makes it difficult later on down the line. For example, in my experience of training for over 20 years now, there are some things that I have identified that are pretty general when it comes to being able to continue on after receiving the results that one has attained or being able to get there. Maybe you're halfway or you're a third or two quarters, three quarters of the way to the goal that you have. There are some things that I have experienced that are pretty common. And although we would want the people around us to be excited about the thing that we have decided to do, which is get healthy, it is going to reveal the true nature of not just ourselves, but what our habits have in fact impacted within our life. What does take place many times is that the individuals that are closest to us can be the actual hindrance to us being able to walk out this healthy lifestyle. What we need to understand is that the relationship that we have developed with these individuals that are close to us have a lot to do with food, have a lot to do with how we care for ourselves. And if you start to obtain a mental shift, if you start to change the habits that you attain, that alone is going to affect your scheduling in those things. There are many times are instances to where some of the times you want or might have used to interact with others now is being taken up by engaging in these healthier habits. When it comes to eating, you're going to realize that a lot of the activities that you engaged in and the foods that you previously ate were a connector between you and the ones that you are closest to. Many times I've found that with couples that the way that love is expressed is with food and with these specific foods, so that the significant other might start to feel as though they don't have a way to relate. And this is something that you only become aware of as you start to change your connection with yourself and the things around you. So, what happens in some situations are, I can give you an example of just one in particular. This person was pretty much had their identity connected to their size, which is very common. They were used to being the chubby one, they were used to being, the fat sibling, they were used to being the one to supply certain things at events. Like we take a place in a community, there's a spot that we fill. And when we change things about ourselves, then that spot is left as a void. Maybe insecurities within someone that you're closest to. Say, for instance, as this individual, they had a friend who was smaller than they were, who never had issues gaining weight, although they did eat really unhealthy. They ate really bad, like things that were detrimental that probably should have caused them to be larger in size, but based on how their body was structured, they weren't. So this individual was the small one. They were the lean one. They were the skinny one, and the other individual that then turned to change their habits was not the fat one anymore. Matter of fact, they were becoming not just smaller, but even more fit, stronger, more shapely. And this exposed, some of the insecurities with the individual. Comments such as, "Ooh, you're looking too skinny," or "You're losing your butt," were used as weapons, actually, to discourage the one from moving forward with the goals that they had. And this was someone who was supposed to be close to them. In other situations, family gatherings were difficult because then, as this person turned to eating healthy, they realized that all of the gatherings, the majority of the focus was the food. And it really wasn't an intimate connection, it was just the eating of food together, which was what it was. And so I want to bring this to your attention because it is one of the common pitfalls as you start to move towards a healthier lifestyle, and there's a change in your habits and in your appearance. And many times, if allowed, there's a change in your mindset, which is for the better. However, you have to be ready to address in the beginning what your focus is, what the focus of your goals is. Meaning, if your goal was just to quote unquote look good, well, you can look good and in any size. If your goal, however, is to build a healthy relationship with food, and you know that there is an unhealthy connection with you, your identity, your body, and the outcome of those things is excess weight and bad health, but then the benefit is going to be improved health and a decrease in the excess body weight and toxins. However, the focus is to address the unhealthy connection with food, with your body, and with life. So as those things start to become healed, there is a chance that you will have people that you no longer are able to relate to. But I want to encourage you today that God cares and He is involved in everything that concerns us, that we're involved in. And when it comes to changing healthy eating habits and moving from a dependency on Him instead of deriving our dependency from substances such as food, then you can guarantee that it's something that He's going to and should most definitely be at the forefront of, guiding and providing strength. So He'll also provide you with people in your life that will encourage that can see that in you, and that will be able to build a relationship with the real you, the more healthy you, the healthy you from the inside out from that point. So they'll know and get to know the healthy you and not the unhealthy you. So just wanted to bring that to your attention today so that you can be aware of it and determine ahead of time that your goal is to get healthy. Your goal is to have a relationship that is healthy with food, of foods that are supplying you with nutrients, exercises that are improving the function of your body, not exercises that are just changing the structural component or the cosmetics of your body. When you have those type of goals, then you have a better chance of being able to continue on with a healthy lifestyle and not just losing weight. Okay, so I do hope that was helpful, and I look forward to talking to you again and supplying you with some more fit tips. Thank you for listening, and God bless you.